Okay. I am back in game as well.
All right, I'm gonna start the next one.
All right.
Good
Good
luck,
luck,
dude.
dude.
Okay. Bowls is fast. Um, Boss with +0 weapon. I don't even know what to do for that, to be honest. I don't know how to route larval tiers. I know it's a fast one. I don't know how to route it. Sucks that it's the center square, because that's gonna matter a lot. Okay, I want this and this. Wounded Kindred of Rot. That probably has synergy with Kindred cookbooks. I don't exactly know how to route the Kindred cookbooks. Me, dude. I have no idea how to do like so many of these. I think this is good synergy. I saw Tom like kind of doing a strat for it. I'm not really sure how to do that strat.
I can also that you're not. Then why not? I am Carly.
Okay, we want that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that.
Goodbye.
I'm thinking maybe just bowls. I don't know, dude. Dexterity 18. But also I can't like level up in the same way that I was able to before. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Brother. PK, Giant Lightning Ram, Quelline, and Bellaret's fast. Alright, I'm gonna pick up these mats. I'm gonna go get the katana. I'm gonna go to Fort of Reprimand, get the rune, upgrade the weapon, then go to kill the Black Knight boss. Gonna realistically end up forfeiting the +0 weapon square, because I don't really know the strats for it. Probably gonna end up forfeiting bowls as well. Perhaps forfeiting Quelline as well. It depends on what he goes for. If I forfeit all those, I'm probably... I think I might have messed up with what I bought pre-game here. Because I prepped the Frostbite Katana. And I don't think that was the move. I think I should have saved runes to be able to upgrade my right now and not put Frostbite on it. And then go for like bowls and Quelline. I think that would have been a more compelling idea. But I already committed. So it is what it is. So we're going for Fort of Reprimand Black Knight idea. I believe the Black Knight is the meta for +0. I'd have to ask Tom. Okay. Brother? Dane isn't so bad with the +0 katana. I'm not sure if right now is the time for experimenting. Alright. I guess I didn't land on solid ground, if you say so. Okay. Doesn't seem like he's going for bowls or Quelline. Would have expected him to have already done it. Which means +0 Black Knight might be what he's going for. Either way, I get good map progress doing this. Good map progress and build development doing this, so I don't think it's a mistake even if it does get sniped. Because he's not going to have an upgraded weapon in the same way that I'm going to. If it does get sniped, I immediately go for bowls, followed by Quelline. If it doesn't get sniped, I still probably go for bowls, followed by Quelline. Okay. Okay. I think I'm actually very happy about that. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy.
You're in no match loud. You're.
wonder if Savage Lion's Claw bullies him. Time to find out. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. I think there's like crouch poke tech or something. Let me see if I can find the crouch poke tech. Ow. Oh my god. I mean, like, it's kind of there. Doing this +0 seems like it would be a colossal pain in the ass. Off. Off. Oh my god, please let me heal. Yeah, I mean, the row 3 is concerning. If I had any idea how to do either of the 2 squares that he did, I probably would have won one of them. What's the meta for Ashes of War? I've already picked up Lion's Claw, Savage Lion's Claw. Where can I pick up other Ashes of War? Oh, the Crucible wings? Okay. How did... What the f is that? So I didn't actually get... I have to fast travel back to get that drop, but okay. I guess in that case I should have routed Quelline first, but whatever. It would make sense if that's what he's targeting. Because that sounds like that's synergy. Black Knight plus 0. Oh, interesting. I did not want the riposte. I'm pretty sure I already got the runes. I think I was able to mark that earlier. I didn't stay around long enough for... Yep. I did not stay around long enough to get the Crucible wings. But if I did, I would be able to mark that square earlier than I'm going to. Which would obviously be... Alright, it wouldn't have mattered. He had the idea... He's presumably at Quilline right now. This is a bad idea for me to be going for. I just didn't know the synergy was there. If I knew the synergy was there, I would have changed my prioritization. And now I know. And I probably, because I killed the Black Knight before him, I would have won Quilline and Ashes of War. I just didn't, I straight up just didn't know there was synergy there. So that's alright. We know now. I have to beat him to burning the ceiling tree, which is, like, that's obviously really awkward. Because I don't know... I still have to compete for other squares. So that I don't lose on majority. But I do eventually need to win that square. So, like, I'm in a full-on dog position. This is really hard to win now. God, there's so many squares that I just don't know how I'm doing here. I can head in from back entrance, I guess. Kind of need a head in from back entrance. The NPC dropped weapons plus PK plus NPC bosses makes Ancient Dragon Man look decent. I am shocked he hasn't marked Quilline. He must have not gotten Shriek of Sorrow. I'm not sure. Brother, please. I have no idea what the shield routing looks like. I have no idea what the painting routing looks like. There's a lot on this board that I just straight up don't know what I'm doing. You know, I could, with my routing here, I could reasonably get row 2. I'm kind of making the assumption that he's not just rushing the ceiling tree. If he is, I obviously lose that race. But I could just make a counter threat if he's going for a majority play. Honestly, I'm not sure I hate it. At the end of the day, it's a guess as to when... Nah, he's ahead of me here anyway. Damn, he's ahead of me by that much? That's crazy. I mean, I guess I went... He probably just immediately went. I went up to Castellensis. So yeah, that makes sense. Him winning that square is maybe not the worst thing for me. Honestly. I don't end up, like... If I'm just in full desperation, hide the row 2 play. Which I honestly might be. I guess, like, not giving up that info is good. Obviously, if he just, like, immediately goes for Skidoo Tree and shuts down the row 2, we're also screwed. Okay. Surely I hit this jump and don't f it up, right, guys? Surely. I get the feeling that I'm just chasing him. He's probably going for main Gosh. I'm gonna hope that he's going to fight the hippo to get the aspects of the crucible. And I'm not gonna fight the hippo. I'm literally just in full desperation mode here. So yeah, I hope he goes for like that majority play. And then that buys me a little bit of extra time to go set up Skidoo Tree. And then I go for the Remembrance boss. With parries. The Rolling Giant Lightning Ram is scary. Like, I don't know exactly how I want to sequence this, because it's not going to be free at all. He can do literally all 4 of those squares. Okay. What do I set up? What do I set up? How do I set up? What do I set up? I think I have to set up a little bit of Skidoo Tree here. I still don't know this skip as well as I should know it. Jesus Christ. You have to burn the tree. Oh, really? Thanks for letting me know, buddy. How do I do this skip? You noticed there was 5 in a row, dude. That's crazy. I need to practice this one. He's very behind on that at this point. Man, you guys are not good at paying attention. I won't lie to you. Okay, I think that'll work. It's not as good as I want it to be, but that'll work. Just got here and streamers already bullying me. Hey, rule number 1, guys. Rule number 1. Unfortunately, bingo brings out a lot of a lot of not smart comments. So it's really hard to not break rule number 1 for whatever reason. That's good news. He's obviously not going for... Well, he's not going for the ceiling tree yet. He's going for a majority play still. Which is still good news. If he has that progress, that seems to indicate that Sword of Light and Darkness is the most concerning thing. Because he's already made progress over towards Rao. I should be ahead on Boss with Parries. I should be ahead on Skidoo Tree. I'm not going to be ahead on Rolling Giant Lightning Ram. I am behind on Sword of Light and Darkness. I'm going to hope that that's not going to be the next thing that he targets, because I am going to rush to complete that right now. And if I lose it, then I lose it. You know, it is what it is. If I lose it, I don't really have like a win condition remaining. I mean, like I could make like a row 1 play, I guess, but yeah, game is functionally over if he wins that square. Okay. I think I'd like to get the Ramana progress. Although I don't actually know. I don't know how much time I would save if I don't go for Ramana progress and just bum rush the statue. I don't think it's that much, honestly. But I guess I'll just light the, yeah. I'm not making a majority play. I'm never winning off of majority this game. It's foolish to try to. Okay, we're gonna light this fire, and we're gonna ignore the Ramana fire. That's the plan here. I would like to see him mark squares like both Crucible incantations. Because that's obviously one of his majority ideas here. Anything that's not row 2 and not ceiling tree, I'm happy to see him do it. I'm kind of getting the feeling that he's probably just going for the win condition at this point. Although, since I haven't been marking anything, I think he may not be going for ceiling tree. I think he may be trying to prevent a lose condition. But also, I haven't shown him very much. So if he's guessing that row 2 is his lose condition, unlucky. I just don't think it would make sense for him to start going for Ceiling Tree now. Because the story that I've kind of been telling him so far is, I haven't been doing jack shit. I could be going for Ceiling Tree. Don't waste a bunch of time and let me snipe you on it, you know? So I really don't think he goes for Ceiling Tree here. Okay. I can pick up this painting while I'm here, but I genuinely can't conceive of a world in which this game ends in majority. But who knows? I've been wrong before. I think I have to rush the Rolling Giant Lightning Ram immediately after this as well. Okay. Hello, dude? Damn. Unlucky. Yeah, like, so he ended up identifying that he needs to play around lose conditions, which is correct. I just wasn't giving him a whole lot of information as to what I could be going for. Like, I could reasonably be setting up row 1 here. Could reasonably be setting up row 2. I guess, like, row 3 is, or row 5, I mean, is also technically a threat. But he identified row 2, which, near as I can tell, is, like, pretty much a guess. Like, I do not give him much information here at all. I give him, like, actually no information. Yeah, unlucky. It could not be the diagonal. I have good map progress for Incans. PK, Quelli. I mean, the row 1, like, I guess is still on the table. Let me go get some map progress down towards PK. I imagine he's probably gonna, like, try to Memory of Grace here soon to shut that down. And there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Like, maybe I should rush PK for the sake of getting that square. Or trying to get that square. The issue is if he goes for Quelline, then that's just tough. But yeah, I mean, we're in desperation. Like, everything we have is a long shot at this point. The best chance that we had got guessed. I'd be curious to hear if he had any rationale to choose row 2 as opposed to choosing row 1 or 5. I mean, row 1 and row 2 are like the obvious threats because I have progress on them already. But I'm curious what his rationale between row 1 and 2 was. Is a few minutes of time with no squares you might have set up coast. I mean, it literally doesn't matter. You don't get the luxury of trying to actually understand what they're doing when you're losing. Like, there is literally no point in mitigating risk when you're desperate. Like, yeah, if I assume he set up coast and I don't go for a row 1 play here, cool. If I'm right, I lose. If I'm wrong, I lose. It's a pointless thought to have. I think that's good news. That probably indicates that he's going Ancient Dragon Man with the idea of working towards PK. But here I am, already closer to PK. So that's, yeah, I mean, that's probably good news. He also might be under the assumption that he's just been sniping me this whole time, which isn't true. He has successfully mitigated all of his risk at this point. So yes, game is over. We did have a chance, though. If he doesn't sequence Skidoo Tree Avatar first, we do have a chance. Or if he sequences Skidoo Tree Avatar, and I end up setting up row 1, I also probably win this. But like, again, that's retrospectively assuming that I guess correctly. But when you're losing and it comes down to a guess, that means you did something correct. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I'm losing the game and I win 50% of the time on a toss-up guess, then that means that's a correct decision. If I'm winning the game and I lose the game half the time because of a guess, then that means that's an incorrect decision, whatever I was going for. Lots of bingo viewers are very results oriented, and that's the wrong way to think about it. Assuming you're actually trying to, like, understand. Holy. It's like trying to be results oriented in poker. Like, the The way that the statistics work out, it just doesn't make sense to think about it that way. So yeah, I like the choices that I made. Got unlucky, I think. We'll have to ask him why he chose Skidoo Tree. But if the answer was, I was guessing between threats on row 1 and row 2, then that means we did it correctly. What? Ow. We're essentially not like competing for anything at this point, by the way. Like I don't think I have any actual win condition. I'm kind of just waiting for him to get 13. And I know it's very, very, very easy, and there's probably a lot of people that are coming in that didn't watch the whole game that look at the scoreboard and go, oh my god, this is a complete blowout. What are you doing, Bushy? You're so bad at this. Blanxz is so good at this. But the scoreboard does not always do a good job of representing the story of a game. Yeah, exactly. Was there an incident? Nope. I'm gonna be out of stam here. Wow, already phase transition. This is a pretty good PK fight. Not that it matters at this point, but still pretty good. All right. Would I have been right in assuming that this was going to be enough runes to 300k? Yeah. Okay. No, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. I'm like that ceiling tree thread is still on the board. He would have like sure, I stopped PK, but he would have to have something go phenomenally wrong for me to win this at this point. If it doesn't matter, practice lightning ram. Yeah, we'll do that eventually.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Holy hyper armor, brother.
Not evade the flame of
Here. I'm gonna go for lightning ram and then I don't know. Like I kind of just have to guess when he's gonna go for ceiling tree, and then I go for ceiling tree at the same time. Like in case it's not obvious, the win condition, which is really not much of a win condition, is do exactly what he's doing, except do it faster, like 8 times in a row. Okay, so sprinting R1s is probably, I guess, is the move. Okay. That doesn't actually seem terrible. What's my Skidoo? Skidoo 6? Ow. Okay, got the runes. Okay, yeah, and so at this point, I'm just gonna guess that he goes for Sealing Tree. I'm gonna guess that I sniped him on both of those, and he's like, oh, holy... I guess he's playing for majority, so now I go for Sealing Tree. That's not a very likely guess. But, you know, you do what you can. Okay, he's going for majority. That's surprising. I actually don't know what grabbing shields entails. I don't know what kind of map progress he's gotten to do that. How many incants do I have? Got 2. Where do I get others from? There's the Come spell by Ramana. There's Heal from Afar. PK Remembrance is a sorcery. One from Mesmer. Is this an incant? Okay. Dude. I wasn't sure if I could weave there, but I thought I probably could. Ooh. That's pretty good. I guess I want to go kill Hippo, huh?
America.
For the aspect of the Crucible.
Curse upon thee.
Unfortunately, I have no grace over there. But I guess that's what I want to do. Who knows if he's actually going for the ceiling tree right now? Yep, sure. Yeah, I got the bird feather one near Ramana. I get both of these crucible incants. The one from Mesmer and pest threads, and that is 6 incants. Realistically, I don't expect that to happen. I'm kind of just playing. I should get Dex to 60 first before I get into 60, but it don't matter. It don't matter, brother. Okay, he did parries. Oh my god, that's tragic. You can't go in from the back entrance for a second time either. No, I have no idea what the teleporting riposte on Hippo is. How do you sell that bet? True, dude. True. I'm sure everyone in chats would be much better at this than I am. I'm entirely sure. Those who can't do, teach. Man, that is a phenomenally dumb saying. Think about how many people can't do and have no idea how to do. But yeah, true. How many runes did I have here? Not many. Dude, I don't know how you're supposed to get these riposts. Okay. Alright, we get this one next, and then I guess I'm going for Sealing Tree. I need to trade in a Remembrance. Make sure to get Ramina's Grace, then trade in the Remembrance, then kill Ramina and do Sealing Tree and get level 85. And then I'm gonna be behind on one of the 3 remaining squares, but we can pretend. Damn, dude, I'm right there, too. GG, dude.
GG, Bushy.
I am like 10 seconds behind on incans.
Really? So, can you tell me which incants you were doing then?
I got both of the aspects of the Crucible. I got the multi-layered Ring of Light from doing PK. I got the Divine Bird Feathers and Pest Threads on the way to Ramana. And I killed Mesmer for the sake of burning the Sealing Tree, so I just traded in his remembrance.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I did... What did I do? I did all of those, except... Because you sniped me on PK. I did all of those, but I got Fire Serpent, which is in the storehouse back section.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly where that is. But instead of
It's like,
trading in the remembrance, you got... Okay.
so you go up the ladder, and then you know how you turn right in that hole in the wall to go up to the storehouse loft? You just go in like a room to the left of the hole in the wall. It's like very like not out of the way at all.
Yeah. If I grab that one, I might win this square, because I mean that's right on the way when I went up to Mesmer.
Yeah, so I had a question. I have a question. So like I got super ahead, and then I didn't know how to close the game out. Once you sniped me on PK, I was like, okay, well, how do I close the game out? And I was like, okay, if I go for Lightning Ram, I'm gonna get sniped. And so I kind of let you have Queeline and Rolling Ram because I didn't want to get sniped. So I instead put time into like longer squares. I don't know if that was like the correct decision or not, but I had a feeling that you'd go for the quicker squares.
Yeah, I mean, so the story, let me just give you the full story of this game, but I do have something to say about that. Right at the very beginning, I did not know like larval tier routing. I didn't know the strat for +0 weapon. I didn't know where to get the DLC Ashes of War. I didn't know the Kindred cookbooks. I looked at this board and I was like, I don't know enough. I'm gonna get smoked here. And then obviously that ends up being quite the problem. I was told by chat that I could have actually do the Ashes of War and get Quellline synergy if I like killed the Black Knight, got Savage Lion's Claw, go to Quellline. If I knew that off rip, I maybe win that square, and then like this is a whole different game, because as soon as you have those 4 squares there and like Sealing Tree is just hanging out chilling, I immediately go into like full desperation mode, and I started setting up row 2. Like I had the Grace for Scadu Tree, I had the parry and the Grace for Rolana. Obviously you saw when I got sort of Light and Darkness, I was most concerned that you were going to go for that square at the moment that I was going for it. And then Rolling Giant Lightning Ram again, like just another little bit of a toss-up. But my idea was, okay, I'm definitely losing. Let me just go for some sort of desperation play. Hope that he doesn't guess row 2, because I'm straight up just not showing him any information. Then you mark Scattered Tree Avatar and it's like, all right, well, I started going for row 1 at that point, and then you got Memory of Grace, and it's like, all right, well, game's pretty much over at this point.
Yeah, it was kind of like the dream line, the row 3, because I had that at 15 minutes. Like, I want you to know, I literally had 4 squares all in a row at 15 minutes, which is like actually like wild. Like, I think if you knew larval tier routing, like I even said it in the game, I forgot that larval tier was the middle square. I was setting up Black Knight +0. And I was like, oh, he's probably gonna beat me in a larval tiers, but I went for it anyway, and then I got it, and then I went for Black Knight on +0. Didn't get Black Knight, but I got +0. And then I did Savage Lion's Claw, and then Black Knight, and then my last one was Piercing Throw, which is to the left of, it's like by the Forge and Skydo Altus. By
Oh,
Castle
okay,
Altus.
gotcha. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I almost choked a little bit on reached level 85 because I got level 80, and then I thought 80 equals 85, so I was gonna mark the square. So I wasted like 2 minutes burning all my remembrances and using all my souls.
Yeah, you're still like 500,000 off or something.
Yeah.
As far as closing out the game, a strategy that you can use is going, instead of just like going for one long-term square, because I could still guess, because at that point my job is to guess everything that you're doing and just do it faster than you. And I feel like prepping multiple squares and just going for one of your prepped squares after I show you what I've been doing is the most likely way to close out a game like this.
Okay. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Like, I already had Mausoleum set up. Like, Black Gel Knight was one of my NPCs. I could have probably gotten a Grace closer to the Dancer. I had a Painting Reward as well. So that was also kind of like a back pocket thing. I just didn't want to have to do Senesax. That was like the one boss that I don't want to do.
Yeah, I agree. Senesax is awful.
Yeah. I think you played really well though, like from behind, like with the deficit that you were given, like just by not knowing the squares. I think you played like really well from behind.
Oh, thanks, dude. I was kind of like lecturing my chat the entire time. Like the scoreboard does not always do a great job of telling the story of the game.
No, absolutely not. No.
When you're behind, it makes sense to make desperation plays, and if desperation plays don't go well, it usually ends up looking pretty bad.
Yeah, I know for sure. Like, it's very easy to get tilted as well when you start losing squares. But I think you were making like the right decisions. Like, you probably could have gotten me on incantations. Then you would have stalled the game out like probably for like 10 minutes because I would have probably had to do mausoleums or painting rewards. You probably were going to go for Sealing Tree, right? At that
I was
point.
going to go for Sealing Tree, and then that would have gotten me level 85. And at this point, like I need to guess 5 more times in a row correctly. It's just not going to happen. Like, I think that is the last one that I'm doing for the night.
Sounds good.
But thank you so much for the games, dude. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
I hope you learned a lot. That's good. It's always good. Hope you're ready for opening weekend. I feel pretty ready.
I do not.
You do not. Okay. Might need to get some more practice matches in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, need to learn routing for squares specifically. But yeah, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, I'll catch you later.
Thank you for the games. Catch you later.